and welcome back to Brick Gaming YGO. So I noticed that you guys really liked the last video. 6 likes in one day. Pretty good. Pretty big fan of that. And since you guys seem to really enjoy the deck profile, from what I'm seeing, I am going to do 2 videos in a week. Oh my gosh, haven't done that in a while. Now, let's first off just show this hand. This hand is all 3 ofs. So we play 3 Servant, 3 Engage, 3 Zefra, 3 Chronograph, and technically 3 Spellbook of Secrets. So this is a really good hand. They all show really like average or bad hand. So let's play through the good hand first. Now first off, you're going to, number 1, play Servant. Servant is always the first card you're going to play. Then you're going to go straight in with your Zefra. So that's going to get you a spell counter, and you're just going to generate spell counters at this point, really, and get cards into your graveyard. So then we're going to go to our deck and grab the field spell. Then you're going to activate Orcust Zefra, and Orcust Zefra will give you 2 spell counters and let you search again. So you're going to go ahead at this point and go grab your Zefra once I find it. Playing 60 cards. There's a lot of cards in your deck. The more cards, the better, obviously. So we're going to grab Zefra. So this card will go to your hand. Then you're going to activate Spellbook of Secrets. This is going to get you more spell counters and more spells in your graveyard. So you're going to go off and search for your Blue Boy. And Blue Boy is really broken since it just basically generates spell counters and is a really good card. So now we're going to normal summon our Blue Boy, and we're going to search for Spellbook of Knowledge. Then we're going to activate Spellbook of Knowledge, putting Server up to 4 counters, tributing him off, and we're going to shuffle up and draw 2 more cards. So we're going to just do that young shuffle, cut, and draw 2. So we're going to get a Orcus Nightmare, which is completely fine. That's actually a card that you're fine with in your hand. And another Chronograph, which is actually good as well. It really doesn't matter what you draw into, because every single draw in this deck is just free cards. So now we have 3 spells in our graveyard, and we're going to activate Engage. Now, if you're going first, which I am because I drew 5 cards, you're going to go for basically a Kagari play. So every single time you open Engage, you're guaranteed to activate 2 Engages in your first turn. And you're going to go ahead and grab Hornet Drones, and then you're going to get another draw. So we're going to shuffle up again, and we will see what we draw into. So we draw into another Chronograph. Wow. I mean, 3 of us are really good, but I guess we really like Chronographs today. Then we're going to, oh yeah, and then she's also up to 6 spell counters, or 5 spell counters from the Engage. And then we're going to get her up to 6 with the Hornet Drones. Then you're going to tribute off Hornet Drones and grab your Kagari. Now you're going to use Kagari, bounce back, Engage. Now you're going to activate Engage again. And really all you're trying to do right here is just grab as many cards as you can. And the card that you always search off second with Engage is always Shark Cannon. And the reason you always search Shark Cannon is if your opponent activates a hand trap and stops one of your cards, basically you're going to get a free monster out of that, and that's how you just keep on linking up into more and more monsters. So really you're just trying to get free monsters and get free cards. So we're going to go ahead, cut again, and draw another card. We got Widow Anchor, perfectly fine. Doesn't matter because we got plenty of cards and we got plenty of resources. Now at this point, Servant's at plenty of counters, so we're going to activate Servant. So we're going to summon out Servant, and you're going to go for the obvious choice at this point, and you're going to summon out Jackal King. Now Jackal King is a really good card. It helps deal with hand traps, etc. Now you're going to activate your boy, Chronograph. So you're going to put Jackal King up to 3 count, and now you're going to activate Chronograph effect. Now a lot of people get really confused, like at this point, like with at least in like showing people the combo. They're like, well, how are you going to get rid of your Kagari? Like, what are you going to do with Kagari? Well, you're going to link Kagari and Time Gazer up into a link 2. So really the one that you really want to go for is Orcust, just because generic, and it's the weakest link 2 in your extra deck. Now at this point, now that you've popped up, one quick mistake. Since you drew in the Chronograph, you're going to chain Chronograph and summon Chronograph plus your Orcus Nightmare. Since Chronograph does pop itself, my bad. Just doing a quick combo change. well, not rotating combo, it's going to be the same exact end result. But if you can get free pluses, get those free pluses. Now you're going to link both Servant and Chronograph off into, and this is going to be over here in the far corner next to Jackal King. Blah, blah, blah. Too early in the morning. You're going to use the Electromite's effect, and you're just going to send a low scale. So you still have this in your hand, a Zefra plus a Chronograph. So you're going to either send low scale usually, or you're going to just send another card that gets more options. But in my opinion, always send Dark Worm. And the reason is so that you can do full combo. And then you're going to activate Zefra, so Jacqueline's going up to 5. Then you're going to use Zefra's effect, and you're going to send your boy Zefra New, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. So you're going to go back through your deck, of course, and you're going to send Zefra New. And now, at this point, you're going to activate Chronograph as well. So that'll put your boy Jackal King up to 7 counters. Then you're going to use the Electromite's effect, popping Zefrath, and you're going to bounce back a low scale. So really your only option right now is Servant. So you're going to bounce back Servant, and you're going to get a free draw. Since a card left the Pendulum Zone, so, oops, my bad. Dropping cards. Too thick of a deck. It's too thick. So you're going to go ahead and draw your next card, and it's a Orcus Babel, completely fine. Really, it doesn't matter what you do. Really at this point you're pretty much set. So looking at your board, you're only going to be able to summon one monster from your extra deck. So you're going to link off both of these. Not into Link 4, you're not going to go Saryuja combo this early. Instead, you're going to link into your Psyflame. Words are hard. Psyflame Lord Lambda. However you pronounce it. Doesn't really matter. Now you're going to Pendulum Summon 1, 2, and finally, looking at our hand, we do not have any more ways to Pendulum Summon, so you're just going to Pendulum Summon out these two. So you're going to always use Zefra New as Chain Link 1. So Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2 for Dark Worm. And the reason you do that is that you can put Chain Block, so that Zefra New always gets your counter trap. Unless your opponent has effect over, but if they do, you have your boy Jackal King. So you're pretty much set. So you're going to get both of these cards to your hand. So you're right now looking at 5 cards in hand, and this is just really ridiculous because you can sometimes get a full board out, have 6 monsters on board, and then have like 5 cards in hand. You're just sitting there like, cool, this is fine. Now you're going to do Guard Dragon combo. Now the main change between Guard Dragon combo now and back then is that you don't have Aggro Pain, but that is completely fine because you're able to go Triple Burst plus LP. Now you're going to use the LP's effect to go ahead and summon out your boy, young boy, Destrudo. Once we find Destrudo. There we go. We're summoning out Destrudo. And now you have 4 monsters and 5 cards in hand. So you're going to go with the best play in the whole deck. Not, well, kind of the best play in your whole deck. You're going to link a whole bunch of cards. And you're going to go into Saryuja. And Saryuja is going to fix your hand at this point. So that's all your main goal right now, just to fix your hand and draw more cards. So we're going to cut, and we're going to draw 4. So we got Reinforcements, German card, sorry. Your boy changed the deck a little bit. The only change is that we added in the Dragon Ruler combo, and we added Ending Gears to the extra deck. Everything else is the same. So looking at our hand now, we're going to put back this because we want this in our deck because we have Orcus, Nightmare, and Grave. We're going to put back this because we're going to search it later most likely. Then we can really, like at this point, our hand's looking pretty nice. But we can put back either Gate 0 and then search it again next turn with Dark Worm. Or we can put back Dragon Charm because Dragon Charm really won't do much. So really these are the weakest cards in our hand, these two right here. We can just set the Sky Striker stuff, we're leaving it in our hand in case our opponent clears our board. So what I'm going to do is put back Gate 0 because we're going to get a Monster Search, and then Saryuja is going to be able to summon it. So now we're going to activate Reinforcements. So we're going to put up Jackal King to 5, and Servant will go to Uno. So we're going to go ahead and grab your boy Armageddon Knight. Now we're going to look at our hand again, and we have 6 cards in the hand, and we're feeling pretty good. Well, at least I feel pretty good. So we're going to special summon Armageddon using Saryuja's effect. So then we're going to use Armageddon on summon, and we're going to send one of our other Orcus cards to the graveyard. We're going to send our boy Harport to the graveyard. So we have full Orcus combo in grave, and we have a whole bunch of monsters out on field. So now what we're going to do is we're going to activate not Saryuj, my bad. We're going to activate this Druido in grave, targeting Armageddon. So we're going to summon him out. So at this point we can either go one of two routes. We can either summon out our FA Dawn Dragster, or we can continue with Saryuj and summon out, well, search Dragon Shrine by linking up into Romulus. So really at this point you either have to decide between going for more negates or going for really just a further combo extender. But because you have Dragon Shrine in your hand, we're going to go for more negates. So in this case we're going to Synchro and summon out FA Dawn Dragster. So cool. We're seeing like pretty good right now. Now we're going to activate Dragon Shrine. So Dragon Shrine will put Servant up to 2, and we're going to have 13 counters on Jackal King. Now there is one other way you can do this combo, and I don't really prefer this combo with this deck, but you can play, there's like some Magician monster from the extra deck. You can remove counters to burn your opponent. And I mean, it's cool, but it's a lot more bricky than this in my opinion. And also if your opponent hits it, you're basically sitting with no board. Now I might do that build in the future, see what I can do with it, and then see just how that goes. So we have Tempest engraved now. Sorry, I'm running out of room. I'm going to try to scoot this all in real fast. So Tempest is engraved. Now we're going to go ahead and activate your boy Tempest. Now you always want to just get as many monsters out on field as possible. So you're going to summon Tempest over here. And now you're going to do Orcus combo. So you're going to activate Harpor Engrave, banishing Harpor. So you're going to go ahead and grab your Symbol Skeleton. So Symbol Skeleton will get summoned to the field. Now we're going to link both of these off into Galatea. So at this point you're not going to use Galatea effect. Instead you're going to activate Orcus Nightmare Engrave, banishing Orcus Nightmare, and you're going to ditch your boy World One to the graveyard. Now you're going to activate World One Engrave, summoning back Orcus Nightmare. Now there's two ways you can do this from here. You can overlay up into Dingirsu, which is a preferable play. If you don't have Dingirsu, you can now make Unicorn and then reborn your Galatea and then activate Galatea. And you can reborn Galatea using Symbol Skeleton. But instead, if you have Dingirsu, you're going to link up into Dingirsu and use its effect to re-equip Harpor. So you're going to now have all of these monsters under him. So then you're going to link off both of these into your another Galatea. So at this point you have a Dingirsu Engrave, you have a Symbol Skeleton Engrave, you have Orcus Nightmare Engrave, and Harpor. So you're staying pretty good. And at this point you're going to use Galatea to shuffle back World 1 into your deck. And since you already have the Build spell in your hand, you're going to go ahead and be saying, card, blah blah blah, Crescendo. Now, Crescendo is just amazing. You do it on your opponent's turn, you negate stuff. And that's really good. So now you're going to have this set, and just in case, you always set one of your Sky Striker cards, whichever one you are better off with getting hit. So in my opinion, usually I set Shark Cannon. At this point, my opponent doesn't play hand traps. So Shark Cannon will be set, and that's just kind of bait for your opponent to try to pop it, thinking that's like Zefra. And if your opponent hits it, fine, you don't negate anything. If your opponent doesn't hit and chooses one of your other cards, you just negate at that point. And you're going to activate Orchestrated Babel. So you're putting Servant up to 3, so during your next turn you'll have guaranteed Servant activation. You'll be getting more counters for Jackal King, so Jackal King's staying pretty fresh. And this is your ending board. And really, you're sitting really well. You have this in hand, so even if your opponent clears your board, you can do link plays. And you still have a pretty good extra deck. You have options. Sure, you went through like almost all your extra deck in the first turn, but your graveyard setup, your field setup, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 negates, an interruption if your opponent were to clear your board, and on top of that, you have another interruption with Dingirsu in your grave, and interruptions with your Orcus Engrave, because you can just make those live super easily. And yeah, and then your next turn you will be drawing a I didn't shuffle, blah blah blah. But after we shuffle for our next turn draw, we will be getting something, and that will be a Terraforming, and that's completely fine, because at that point you can just search another Oracle, or you can search off the well, the Endymion field spell, all that type of fun stuff. Also, in your graveyard, as I said, Orcus are live. I believe Tempest is not live at this point, but once you get like 1 or 2 more dragons in your graveyard, Tempest is live again, so just another free resource. You have a live servant for next turn. You just have plenty of negates. That's really what this deck does. It just sets up an insane board, does this, and this isn't even like a uncommon hand. This hand happens a lot, and if you open Upstart and draw into one of those cards, you're set. And also, like, even if you activate a card like Pod Desires, and you desire away some of your resources, you still have the Endymions to fall back onto. If you don't banish your Orcus, you have Orcus to fall back onto. If you don't banish your Zefra, you can still do full Zefra combo. Really, the deck is really broken. Honestly, you can do pretty much anything with it. And, really, in my opinion, this is the best build of it. As I said, I did make, like, 2 or 3 card changes since the last video. I got the XYZs because they weren't doing anything, and I just threw in full Orcus combo to kind of show you how that would go. And then I also just threw in Tempest combo, since that's just another extender, and sometimes you just need another extender. Also, video's getting kind of long, so if you guys want to see another combo video in the next video with some brick hands to kind of show you like how you can still play through a brick hand and it doesn't even matter, let me know in the comments below. Get this video to 5 likes again, and I will definitely do that video in the upcoming week. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, etc, etc. You guys know the deal at this point. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Brick Gaming White Show, signing out.